All right, so we can begin. Yeah, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you all for coming. The previous lecture, the previous panel was about China. We are the nearest, greatest partner of this country, so we'll begin with me introducing a bit about what we do. My name is Arsen Sogoyan. I represent the Apex Brazil office in Moscow. Yesterday, if you went to the panel about Brazilian market, you've heard my wonderful colleague from the headquarters, Mariana Gomez. She talked about the services and support that our headquarters can give to developers in Brazil. I'll talk a little bit about our office, which is some kind of an outpost of Apex, one of the 10 offices around the world. We cover basically the Russian and CIS regions. And our job is to complement what the headquarters is doing. We bring decision makers from the leading Russian companies all over all types of industries. We bring them to Brazil in partnership with the associations here. And we try to showcase for them what Brazil has to offer in all types of industries. And well, I'm really grateful to our games and the organizers of the festival, because for us it's a breakthrough project. It's first time to do something in digital industry, because all the 9 years of the existence of our office, it was generally footwear, fruit, cosmetics, different types of equipment. So going digital is really promising and really wonderful for us. Speaking about our guests here, our delegates that I brought to the big festival, I think we went big from the beginning. We tried to bring the most significant players in the Russian market. You'll see the figures in their presentations, you'll understand that talking to them means talking to the Russian market. So, without further ado, I'd like to pass the word to Maxim Babichev, who's the head of games division at the largest social network we have in Russia. Probably you know that, VK. So, Max, please.
Thank you, Arsen. It's really great to be here. Thanks Apex Games for inviting us, and thanks organization committee of Big Festival to organize this wonderful event. And I would like to start to give you a brief introduction into the Russian market and into the place of VK in the Russian market. But let us start with a brief overview of the gaming market. Right now there are hundreds of thousands of games in stores and trying to get user attention, and this number of these games is growing every quarter and every year, and it's becoming harder to get attention. And also game engines, modern game engines provide developers with the opportunity to build games easier and easier. Developers can almost take finished items and put them together, get some pre-created algorithms and building games. It's cool for competition, but it causes bad effects on how to get your game visible and how to put game into the gamers' hands. It's impossible to create a game and promote a game without marketing budgets, and marketing budgets are growing. Cost of install or cost for a user who cannot purchase and subscribe for a game if you have subscriptions is growing every year, and total cost for user acquisition is growing about a quarter from year to year, and will grow further. So what can we do with that, especially if you want to launch a game into the local markets, for example, like in Russian market. So here I have an answer. It's a VK gaming platform. What do we do for developers? I will give you a brief introduction about it. How to unlock the Russian gaming market with VK gaming platform. What do you get for this? Russian market is not so easy to conquer because it's a different culture from Western countries, from Latin America countries, from the United States and Asia. Because you need localization. If you don't have localization into Russian, your game will not be successful into the Russian market. And that's why we set a very clear goal for all developers, from independent developers to big ones. We try to make business of all developers on our platform stable, scalable, and predictable. And that's our main goal, and all features that we make and all our processes which we set up, we keep in mind that we want to make business predictable for developers without overwhelming marketing costs. In terms of gaming markets worldwide, Russia right now is the 11th biggest gaming market in the world. And Russian market is the biggest European gaming market right now. It's the European gaming market, 3 times bigger than the next rival, Poland. Yeah, so what is VK for Russia? VK is the most significant Russian social network. It was set up in 2006. It's a leader mobile app and messenger with the most loyal audience, which spend a lot of the time every day, more than in other social networks and services in Russia. Some case statistics about VK. Right now we have, for example, 97 million monthly active users in VK. Almost everybody in Russia who use internet use VK. These users send about 6.5 billion messages daily, and they launch games and they play games 20 million times a day. So what about gaming platforms and what we have? Right now we work with 2 gaming platforms. First, it's a very mature web social gaming platform for WebGL and HTML5 games. We celebrated its 10th anniversary in April. And we have about 2,000 games in Flash. Web developers still changing games from Flash to WebGL and HTML5. And of course, we have WebGL and HTML5 games on our platform is still presented. The second one is Direct Games. It's a mobile free-to-play HTML5 game platform. Games in this platform are launching inside our mobile applications on Android and iOS. So it's a very new platform. We launched it less than 2 years ago, and it's still in beta because we have a lot of stuff to do with the platform, but everything will be finished and the platform will be launched globally in about 2 months. So most of our partners right now are located in Europe because we, with my colleagues, traveled only around Europe to attract new developers with their amazing games and new content to the Russian market. But we really want to globalize our partnerships, and that's why we're attending, for example, big festivals. That's why we're attending GDC in San Francisco to put in information about the Russian market and opportunities in the Russian market to foreign developers. There are some of our partners which we work right now. Some are very well known in the world, like for example, Playtika or Clarion. They work with us for about 10 years for the very beginning of our web social gaming platform. And some partners, for example, like Playcode, it's a St. Petersburg-based company which started some years ago with some big titles. And more means really many more companies, because we have hundreds of independent developers on our platform, and we treat all our developers as big partners, and we provide them with the same attention and support from the platform as big companies, which I mentioned here, and other companies which I haven't mentioned So I want to mark down 3 points, 3 main points with what developers will get from our platform if they start to work with us. The first is a predictable workload because we provide developers with all technical information, with all stuff that they need to know if they want to launch on our platform, and what they need to build inside the games to be featured, to provide some special support from us, to get more attention from users from different parts, because we can promote games not only in games catalog, we can promote it in newsfeed, in our stories, and in other sections like recommendations. The second one is a predictable and scalable business, because we work in proactive way, not reactive. Our editorial team are constantly researching the games and looking for the best social mechanics, which works better with our users, and then we conduct some researches and all of that, and provide developers with information what works better on our platform. And this attention and support from the platform works really well, because we see that all charts from statistics goes like on the right side on the after. And the last one, but I think the most important one, is that we're always online. So any developer had never faced this situation when they don't know who to contact or to talk with regarding the problems and issues and questions regarding the platform, because everybody knows no faces who work on the platform. We have our public editorial team, me and my colleague here, to answer all your questions if you will have them. And we're always online 24/7, and we answer all questions, starting from technical integration, ending with how to be featured and how to better localize game into Russian, for example. That's the main 3 points which I want to mention about what we provide to developers. And the last one, a little story about foreign developers in the Russian market and how we work with them. It's one of my favorite stories. One German developers wanted to enter the Russian market. They localized the game, and they wanted to provide community management and support in Russian language with a Russian native speaker. So we brainstormed with them what we can do and created some very simple mechanic, but very helpful for them. They created a mission in the game to join official community for hard currency, and we from VK write down the posts into Russian, the official community, that the game looking for community management and support managers from Russian speaking. And they found one girl, very addicted player. She spent a lot of hours every day playing the game, and they hired them as a freelancer for community management and support. Then they hired her officially, and she switched to Russian office, and then they relocated her to Germany, and now she still works in that German company. She works in Hamburg, in Germany, right now, and she leads all community management for all portfolio of games of this company. So that's why we help developers to connect with gamers platform and discover new opportunities with the Russian market. That's all of my brief introduction about the UK and Russian gaming market. That's our context with my colleague Elizabeth. She sits in the first row. If you have any questions about Russian gaming market, you can directly reach us. We're very open for communication. This QR code is a mail to me or Elizabeth. So I think that's all. I think we'll be able to ask questions at the end. And now I want to introduce you to my colleague from Melhorado Games Ventures, Alisher, and he will also give you a brief introduction about how Russian companies help developers to scale globally, not only in the Russian market, but globally.
Thank you, guys. I'd like to see you, everyone, coming here. I would like to tell you a little bit more about Melhorado and what we are and what we do. So, Vkontakte is one. I think I broke it. Yep. Okay. Melhorado Group is quite huge IT company based in Russia. As Maxim said, Vkontakte is one of the group members. So we do a lot of stuff actually. We do social networks, once again, Vkontakte. We do email services. We do something like Uber in Russia. It's called City Mobile. We do maps. We do a lot of stuff. One of the biggest part of our company is games. We have worked with a lot of game companies back in CIS, and right now we're actually looking for partners in other territories because the Russian market is very known for us, and we know how to work with them. We've achieved a lot of goals that we had. And right now we're looking for other companies abroad. So what we can help with as a Melhorado Games Ventures, the games investment division, we are working with the game developers that are doing mobile free-to-play mostly, and we do all like major stuff that usually publishers do, but we do it our way. So the idea behind this is that we invest in the company, we invest in the team, in the people that are doing games. We're not investing in the projects or like short scale stuff. So we're seeking for a strategic partnership for 5 to 10 years. And we help with everything that we have internally. We do user acquisition, we do all of the marketing stuff. And what's the most important, we're doing not like the publisher does, so we do not keep all of the information to ourselves. We try to teach the company and to give them all of the expertise that we have for them to be operationally independent and to do their own marketing, their own user acquisition, and create great games that they would want by themselves. So what we can do, of course money, like as an investment fund. But money is really simple. You can find it almost everywhere in the world. What we can offer other than money is our huge expertise in mobile free-to-play games and free-to-play games. Actually, we have a whole bunch of ecosystem benefits when you enter in partnership with us. So first of all, is all of the analytics, all of the prediction algorithms that we use for user acquisition of our projects, we share with the team. We share all of the campaigns that we ran before. We give all the knowledge to the developers, so the developer could go by himself and continue working and using this expertise, using this knowledge to build new great games that they want. Other than that, we do game design reviews, monetization reviews, because like, once again, we have, like, Russian gaming market is actually like 25 years old, so Brazilian game market is a lot younger. It's really tough to find really experienced people in such kind of stuff here, but back in Russia, it's a lot easier. We have really huge companies that already got to their successful point, so we can use their resources too. What we already did, our venture fund is quite young. It's just 2 years that we established. Since then, we have already invested into 18 plus companies, and we have consolidated 5 of them, which is a great result from our opinion, just in 2 years. We have a lot of games that were built internally in Melhorado Group and that joined us later, on the later stages. You may know some of these games, like Hustle Castle, Skyforge, Warface, which are PC and console. And also we have great mobile games, which is War Robots, Mushroom Wars, and others that are quite successful. They're doing more than $1 million per month, which is great results from our opinion. So here at the conference, there are two of us. It's me, Alish, and Sergey. He's here. Sergey, raise your hand. So if you would have questions and you have great game and a passion for continuing growing your business, please come ask for what we can do for you and how we can work together. And we'll give you a little bit more of insights how it's going on. So yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions to me, to Maxime, once again, I would like to thank Apex Brazil and Big Festival for inviting us, and that we can be here with you and take a closer look on the games that you do and get connected with the developers. So thank you guys. So if you have any questions, please ask.
Thank you very much for the talk. And what I want to ask is a little bit outside of the scope of the talk, but talking about games that are set in Russia, like the setting is Russia. What is something that you don't like that is done, or that you like, or what you haven't seen yet and you would like to see?
We're not focusing on specific genres. We are seeking for the monetization model, but there are different projects that we see are growing right now, and different genres that we see are really tough to work with and to scale to the amounts that we would be wanting from our partner, right? So maybe like the latest trends that we see are the games, the survival games that are really doing great on mobile right now. The game by Kefir, Last Day on Earth. It's relatively easy to build, but it requires a lot of game design, a lot of understanding of how you do this. So guys did a great job with this game. Actually, like we're not doing any specific genres. If you have something in mind that you would want to build and it fits mobile and free to play, then we would probably be interested into looking, giving a closer look on the game and telling you our opinion and where maybe you would better go from our side, right? But anyway, our goal is strictly financial, so we're not trying to narrow the games that you may work on, because we think that great games can do great money, and we would want to leverage this. Yes, please.
Thank you. I'd like to ask, you mentioned something about having access to different platforms like mobile, PC and console. It's kind of two questions. I'd like to know which consoles are currently popular in Russia, and besides that, which platform would you say is the most popular or the most successful for a foreign game to go into?
If we speak just about Russia, like the venture fund is not really concentrated on the Russian market a lot, because we have already did what we wanted in Russia. So we're seeking of scaling outside. So all of the games that I was talking about right now have a worldwide audience. So this is more of a US, Europe, and like the T1 countries that are making the more bigger amounts of money comparing to Russia. So if we would narrow just to Russian about the platforms, both Xbox and PS4 are quite popular, so I wouldn't say that some of them wins. It's like 50-50. Some people have both of them, Some people have 3 consoles, like with the Nintendo Switch, etc. As for the most promising platform that we see right now is mobile. This is why we're focusing on it, because we have expertise in PC and consoles with the Warface, with the Skyforge, with the huge games that do millions in terms of revenue. But it's really tough to build it. You need a big team. You need huge budgets, not only for marketing, which is fine from our side, but for the development too, which is a huge risk. So being a developer on mobile, it gives you less risky opportunity to get to your auditory and to see how it goes. You can release the game earlier, you can check the monetization and retention and all the metrics that you would need to look at. So I would say mobile is preferred because the penetration of mobile in Russia is still quite huge. Thank you.
Do you see in the near future the monthly subscription model rising in Russia, or it's already happening, or in, I don't know, 1-2 years?
Subscription model is a great model because, once again, in terms of money only, but in terms of the value that you give to the user, usually subscription model is not the best choice just because you get the money only because people just forget to unsubscribe. This is a little bit unfair from my point of view, but still it's fine. So Apple and Google are really keen on doing subscription models right now, and they're pushing hard us and our developers and other developers worldwide to leverage this. So they do really believe in it. They want to support the subscription model, and we also see potential in it, but it will require a little bit more time to people to get understand on how it's going to work, to be able to unsubscribe freely and all of this stuff, technical stuff. So we just need a little more time to get there, but I think it's fine. It's a good way to monetize your game, especially if you want to go not pay to win, but something. Yeah. Sorry. Like a game as a service. Yes. More questions? All right. Thank you guys for coming. It was a pleasure to see you all here, and hopefully we'll meet most of you before this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.